Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Chooses to go crossfield. And it's Ribéry. Vieira. Spread to the right. Here's Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. Donatoni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he plays one through. And that is out of play. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ribéry. Swings in across. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kompany is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. South Korea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rodri, that's an imaginative pass. Spread neatly. That's a corner kick. Nancy have their second corner now. And it's Messi. Chance for a shot! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. And Nancy are in front. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly.
Pelé! Oh, nearly.
South Korea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Rodri. And it's Maldini. Now it's Messi. Thuram. Ribéry. And this is Cruyff. Ribéry has a look. Terrific effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Kohler clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Tries a shot! South Korea are looking to go forward now. Thuram. And it's Messi. And it's Thuram. Here's Rodri. And it's made its way to him. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira. He's got away. Ribéry. Platini. Oh, that was vital. Ribéry.
South Korea truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's Ribéry. That has been slung wide. Thuram. Cruyff. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Looking for the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram. Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's intervened well there.
Nancy are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. South Korea come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Thuram. Sends it crossfield. Ribéry. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Maldini. Ribéry. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
South Korea against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now.
Oh, great leap! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up?
He leaps for it! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
There's the header! And that was very necessary. And it's Serginho. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's found a way through. Beckham. He's looking wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the shot! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello, attendees.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
South Korea against Manchester
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Vieira produces the perfect tackle there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Best stood up well to him there. Looking for the far post. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And he's forced to go back. Best wants to run onto this. Well, there's the clearance. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Donato. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Spread to the right, and he's quick to return it. So we're still where we started right now. He's a sharp little ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Impressive jump. It's hit the uprights. Van Bronckhorst has to go back here. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rodri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Hullet. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in, and Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Best plays it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Takes on his marker. Rummenigge. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Thuram. Lovely bit of skill. Looking to play him in. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chips it through. That is good alertness. Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rummenigge.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the ball is out of play. Seedorf gathers from the goal kick. And it's Vieira. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's run loose here. Hullet. Messi. Messi! Now, who's going to... There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Roberto Carlos. That is a great pick out. Great, and a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot, and Messi! Messi, he'll try from distance! Messi! From another planet!
Well, we had a feeling, Peter, that he would show up sometime, but not in such spectacular style. I can tell you it certainly made one man's job a lot easier in this half-time break.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first moment of real shapes to shoot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummel...
And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. South Korea up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
South Korea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
South Korea can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Messi. Oh, that's nice. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Great vision. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Some really good ball movement. And it's Vieira. Not where it came from. Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's got away. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Substitution for South Korea, number 21, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is number 17, Puskás.
Donatoni.
Substitution in progress.
He is through here. That's a good shoot. And a neat finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
South Korea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. South Korea still have the cards to affect this game. And that's aimed into the middle. Czech claims it without any fuss. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Best.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rummenigge might just make this. 75 minutes played. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Best's cross. Corner then.
Substitution for South Korea.
Well, height
Number
could make
19,
all the difference on these set
Donadoni.
pieces.
Number 4, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field, number 15.
Getting up there!
Number 18.
Oh, not the best of headers.
Substitutions taking place.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Adriano. That ball looks a good one. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Van Bronckhorst. Can he spark a counter here? That's been cut out. Well played. South Korea have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And it's Messi. And he skips past his man. Adriano! Oh no, what has happened here? And he's following up!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Puskás conjures time and space where few can. Adriano. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Roberto Carlos ready to try one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Roberto Carlos! That was travelling. And this is Adriano. Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram.
There will be 3
Looking
minutes
for a runner.
added time.
Mbappe looking to receive it in space. Best. And it's Xabi Alonso. That's a throw. No, again there's no way through. Can he get away here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? O'Reilly is onto this. Now the header! And a terrific save. And we're done. South Korea can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
For me, Peter, Mark Gahey.
Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos. Donadoni. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Dembele. That was good alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Al Hilal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looking for the run. Shoots! And it's been hooked away. That's going wide left. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. That'll be a throw-in. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Tonali. Gahey. Gahey makes a dash for it. Donadoni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Tonali simply refused to be outdone there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Roberto Carlos flashes it across. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Spread to the right. And it's Hakimi. Rice, played out towards the right wing, and he's quick to return it. Hoisted in, and he's taking no chances there. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Platini. That pass has been well intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Donatoni. Vieira. Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's good play. He's had a shot!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Vieira. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Oh, it's a vicious effort. Pops for safety. That could spell trouble. And he's lost his man here. Pelé.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, easy pickings there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And this is Pelé. He's got away. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great leap! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
He might be in here! Donatoni. Hangs in. Terrific effort! Pacho gets it away. So much time and space here. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Kvaratskhelia running with intent. Pacho. And Hakimi. Tonali. And it's Tonali. Tonali making good progress on the right-hand side. Donatoni.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Platini. Platini looking to be a menace in the final third. Platini. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Roberto Carlos delivers. And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Those of you making their way home
So
on
there
public
was the first
transportation
half.
today,
Well, it
please
was
watch
great
the
to
screen
see them
and train
try
party
to
times
turn
from
their
all local
possession and
major
chances
stations.
into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
South Korea are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Pele, looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Oh, what a stop! And to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Platini really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Cruyff needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Deftly away. Al Hilal have reclaimed it. Over to the right flank. Pele. Platini. Tries to pass it through. Caught offside that time. Messi going forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Vieira. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Czech claims it, safe hands. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Donadoni just eases him off the ball. And here's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Yeah. Pele. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That has been knocked clear. Driving on and making good progress.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's picked his way through. And it's Michel Platini. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Pele, Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? Rafael Varane.
South Korea really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pass is just off target.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now there's a fine ball, it's Pele! Deftly away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Al Hilal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Messi. Can he get away here? Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And this is Pele. And he thumps it clear. And they're quick to get it back. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.
And a quick reminder today to please.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Stam with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they can counter here. Now it's Kaka. Donatoni. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. Roberto Carlos. The ball goes in. Cruyff! And he's there to clear it. Donatoni. Nicely weighted ball. Gerrard. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, super find. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's found a way through.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. South Korea are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Ball's played through. Oh, that's clever. Brilliantly cut out. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Vieira. Ronaldinho.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
That is a great pick out. Great ball, and he's in here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Platini. And this is Pele! And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Maldini with the clearance. Donadoni receives it in a wide position. Plays it across. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Gerrard. Ronaldinho, picked out brilliantly. Platini. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Maldini makes the interception. Thuram. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Gerrard. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Donadoni. Oh, cracking ball. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Ronaldinho. The muscular approach does pay off here. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And here's Messi. Lovely feet. Backward it goes. So a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're underway for the second half.
South Korea have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now this could be a chance, and he's in on goal. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Gerrard. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. Messi wants to run onto this. Tries one from range. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Maldini. Now he's off and running. Platini does really well to win the ball there. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. It's a good ball out wide. And here's Messi. Looking to play him in. Cross into the box. Cleared without hesitation. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's a super give and go, and it's made its way to him. Donadoni. Stam stood up well to him there. And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Here's a look and plays it forward. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! How they've waited! Now they have it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Jan Koller. Substitution for South Korea, number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides,
21,
the first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Field, number 23, Zanetti.
Ronaldinho,
Number
the specialist
17,
in tearing teams
Puskás.
apart.
Number 4,
Owen running with the ball.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution.
Ronaldinho goes for the shot. No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Not the most convincing of passes. Platini. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vieira. South Korea still have the cards to affect this game.
South Korea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Puskás. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's picked his way through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now that looks a decent ball. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, easy pickings there. Zanetti can see things others simply cannot. He won't be happy with that one. It's a pretty loose pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Collar. Now he's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he's there to retrieve it.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, that's nice. Strokes it back. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti ploughing through the middle. Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. And the referee brings it to a close. South Korea were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Cruyff, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Donatoni tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Thuram. Messi. That's an excellent interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Varane cuts it out. Stam. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Roberto Carlos. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got away. Takes a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
First quarter of an hour gone. Looking to play him in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Donadoni venturing down the left. Lovely feet. And it's Seedorf. South Korea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. But that has not gone well. Donadoni. And this is Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. Threads one in. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's burst through. Pelé! Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Zanetti. Nice interception, well timed. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Cruyff. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cucurella. Shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Impressive jump! Defending of the desperate variety. He's in a great position here. Oh, super chance for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Vieira. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Zanetti. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Bellingham. Now it's Yamal. Rafael Varane gets a foot in. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'd like to draw your
South
attention
Korea
to the screen
coming
right
at
now for
half-time
information
on the
your
wrong
shuttle
end
bus
of a
service.
1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution in progress.
The second period is underway.
South Korea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. Bellingham. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's very neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Messi, showing good feet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. And Cruyff! Cucurella is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And this is Hullet. Thuram. Messi. Vieira. Just about up to the hour now. Tries to play it through.
South Korea really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it goes for the shot! He's got away with one there.
Substitution for South Korea. Number
So we have
24,
movement on both benches.
Touchdown. Number 6, Pele. Coming on the field, number 8, Marcel Desailly. Number 17, Puskás.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
And it's Cucurella looking for the run. Hullet. And he's straight offside. Donatoni. Hullet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
South Korea needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
South Korea.
Perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Puskás. Gullit.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And Cucurella. Aimed beyond the defence.
Puskás. Puskás! And he hits the net. There seemed no way back, but they are level. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Now, just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, and Gullit!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
This looks promising. Donatoni crosses it in.
And he's heaved it away.
Substitution for South Korea.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 19, Donadoni. Coming on the field, number 4, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 23, Zanetti.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vieira is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, this looks sharp. South Korea
Will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
And this is Ronaldinho. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rummenigge.
Has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Into the last 5 minutes. Now, can they get him away? Picked it. Ronaldinho! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
South Korea really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a
Tries one from range. Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Thuram. Seedorf. Vieira gets a foot in here. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Vieira. Gullit, who can single-handedly make a difference. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advantage.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, Corée du Sud.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. And he can clear it away. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Yamal. Neither side especially adventurous early on. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So
Van Basten! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yeah. Now it's Donatoni. And now they can clear their lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a great ball here.
He's had a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
And Messi!
It's anyone's ball now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Donatoni. Donatoni had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Pele. Vieira. Messi. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rummenigge. Aims beyond the defence. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Impressive jump! Donadoni scooting forward. Yamal, he's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Donadoni! They've got to be quick to recover this.
South Korea certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Kompany calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Yamal. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's found a way past.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spread to the right. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. South Korea go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Pele! Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found the way through. In by Messi. This looks promising.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Messi. Romero cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
South Korea still this single goal behind. Looking for the run. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Yamal. Platini. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Platini. Good driving run. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Kompany kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that is a good, decent chance! Kompany is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Great defending, strong and determined. Spread out to the left, where it came from.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi. Now it's Rashford. Marcelo. And the pass is intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good effort!
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier. Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Attention, changement.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a look and plays it forward. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's got away, looking for options for movement. And he can thump it away. Platini. Rashford is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. South Korea are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
It's Van Basten! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you.